today. From Seattle, Washington, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And Walker once more. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 39. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Ten yards and a Seattle first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
The throw over the middle taken in, and that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run. Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Throwing Jones. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Jones. This is caught, and he's brought down. pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 carries, 58 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Back to throw here. Room to maneuver at the 35 and down to the 29-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The Niners at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. This one goes underneath to Walker, and they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. The Seahawks send out their punter. as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense.
He's got a man, complete.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones
working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Looking to throw. Jones. And the Niners get there and bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their 1st sack of the contest.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones.
Throw out wide to Walker.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the 1st by a few yards. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now 3rd down and 7.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Here's Jones throwing to start the drive.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Seahawks send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taking it about the 36. 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And now they're in the hurry-up. Second and 1. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go. Ready.
Back to throw again. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And they'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Jones, a final shot before break. His throw incomplete. So we have
a no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Now Jones on 1st and 10.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A great play there. Finding a way to get the feet down.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Back to throw. Jones looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Off play action. Jones. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw again. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. From 3 yards out.
And the Niners are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Jones. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Looking to throw. Jones. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
17.
They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Niners have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones under pressure, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He completes this to Walker.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Seahawks send out their punter. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. taken in at the 22. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Trouble, 38.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Jones throw here caught by Mims.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Quickly into the hands of Mims.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Over the middle, complete. That's Walker. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is up. Extra point attempt to come here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better. and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake, Jones. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the 49ers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance.